Hello and welcome everybody to Andrew and Adam's morning podcast with special guest star Jason Neeson. Today, we've got an array of stories for you, and let's get right into it. Our first story is about Loyola's trivia competition. Loyola's Joshua Parr recently participated in a show called Jeopardy! And following in his footsteps, Miss Adams, an English teacher, will be hosting a trivia competition between classes next week. Being a participant and representing their class is something a Loyola student should be proud of doing. Being in the competition myself, I'm very excited to get out there and try to answer some trivia and compete against other classes. I think this competition is a great way to encourage students to participate in other activities than gaming. And hey, maybe they can learn something new. The competition is good for the school and shows that the teachers and staff care about their students having a good time and want them to live another great experience at a great high school. Thanks for the great story, Andrew. Now here's Adam Nowakowski with another amazing story.
Thanks, Andrew. Now for a story on the Montreal Canadiens. Carey Price has been spotted training. Now, a lot of Habs fans are excited to see him back, but the real question is, should he play a game or no? A lot of people do not want him to play and want him to prepare for the next season, just because how low the Canadiens are in their division. But I think a lot of people are forgetting the fact that Price is competing in the World Cup in September. And since there is no hockey until October, I think it would be a great idea if he went in net for the last couple of games in the season. Also, another reason is that the Habs are already are pretty low in their division, and there's no way they're going to be able to tank all the way to last place. So I think it's a perfect time for the Habs to let Price mine the net for a couple of games.
Thank you, Adam. Now we have Jason Neeson. Jason?
Thank you, Adam. Now we'll talk about Loyola's midget tennis team. They've been only one player short of actually being able to have a team. But in recent news, it has been announced that the teacher in charge of the team decided to plainly disband the team after not being able to gather the minimum amount of players. Each player had gone around the school asking others. Fuck my life. Okay.
Restart.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Thank you, Adam. Now we'll talk about Loyola's midget tennis team. And only one player short of being able to have a team. But in recent news, it has been announced that the teacher in charge of the team decided to plainly disband the team after not being able to gather the minimum amount of players. Each player had gone around the school, asking others before, during, and after school, trying to get the last member, but nobody to take in. Nobody else was willing to join the team for some reasons, which were they can't play or they simply don't want to join. So now, sadly, the midget tennis team won't be allowed to play in any tournaments or matches this season since nobody else was willing to join the team.
Well, everyone, that concludes our show for today. Thank you for tuning in, and make sure to tune in next week when we discuss dance rules. Signing out now, Andrew and Adam's Morning Podcast.